about Biketoberfest. What do you want to say?
And our excellent adventure.
There you go. You made it. First of all, we got a hold of probably one of the largest campgrounds down there for people to dry camp at, and also their full hookups that they have. They're not going to make it this year.
Nope, it's the Crazy Horse. That's the one over there by the swap meet. The swap meet is going to go on, but the campground they're not going to have up and ready by Biketoberfest. They said it will be ready for spring though.
And that's one of the ones that you can just pull up and get in. So if a lot of you don't have plans and you were thinking about going there, you're not going to make it. They're not going to let anybody in, no dry camping, no nothing. But the flea market will be open. They'll have vendors and stuff that's
Swap
inside
meet.
there, swap meet and all that, so you can check that out. But I mean, there's a lot of different things. Some of the hotels down on the ocean front there, because of the seawall broke, there's quite a few of them that are not going to be open. I'll just rattle through a couple. One of them here is the Delta Marriott. At this moment, they are closed. They don't know if they'll be open or not, but at this moment, they said to check back. Let's see who else we got here. There was a couple other ones.
I don't know if you saw, Julie, we're not coming down to Galveston for a fall rally, so I won't see you this fall. Sorry.
So right now we're seeing that there's a lot of the hotels that are on the oceanfront there are having trouble getting to them. Their phones aren't working and their internet's not up. So there's a lot of people. Best thing to do is what I tell a lot of people, same thing where I've seen some of this information other than the campground we talked to them this morning, is that go on to Biketoberfest. They've got a Facebook page that's pretty good. That it's this one here. There's actually a guy that actually lives down there, and if you write something down, he'll take a look at it and get back with you and tell you what's going on. I did have a list here that they showed some of the bands that are going to be playing. I guess on Wednesday out at Space Coast Harley Davidson, they've got a band coming on at 5. That's Jasmine King.
Yep.
She's going to be playing out at Space Coast Harley Davidson at 5 on Wednesday. Thursday, she's going to be at the Full Moon Saloon at 7 p.m. Friday, she's at Dirty Harry's at 8. Saturday, she's also back at Dirty Harry's at 8. And on Sunday, she's at Earl's Hideaway Lounge at 2 p.m. So if you want to get that before you head out of town. So there's a little bit of news that we know at least Jasmine Kane's going to be down there playing. I think she's actually from Florida, I'm pretty sure.
I think so too.
And so you can chat a little bit while I look through and see what...
Alrighty. So, anyway, supposedly Daytona is still a go for Biketoberfest. Last night, if you didn't see the live, they said that Destination Daytona is 100% open and ready for business. We talked to John Crofts from JMP Cycles, and he said that the vendors are going to be there and ready to go on Wednesday. Official opening day is Thursday, but they'd be there. Hey, Rep Pink's on again, and I see Jamin, Rodney, I know, my poor cousin Julie. I won't get to see her this fall, but because we're not going to Galveston.
We are hearing that the Speedway campground down there, it is open. So somebody got a hold of them and said, hey, they're open. They've got, ready to go. There is a lot of hotels that they have a lot of cancellations in. So if you've happened to find one of those hotels that won't answer the phone or anything like that, you can always go back to your credit card and cancel it and go someplace else and make some phone calls. So there is quite a few of them that, I guess here's another one, the Hawaiian Hotel, Hawaiian Beach. Somebody got down here that it was closed by the fire marshal. And they're waiting for more info. And the seawall and the pools in that area is where the hotels that had most of the damage. So if you know where the Hawaiian Beach Inn is at, or Hawaiian Inn Beach Hotel is down there, that's where that...
there was a breach in the seawall.
Yeah, and that damaged a lot of those hotels that are right there in that area. So if that's one of your hotels you were staying at, you may want to definitely... get a hold of somebody.
Or find another place.
There's some really... Here's just shows how bad...
He's got a picture.
Yeah. A picture of the seawall being broke.
Can you see it with that?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's good enough to see it. So then that water just rushed into that hotel, if you know which one that is. Somebody just posted it on here. So we're just taking some stuff. So I wanted to get out there and give you guys just what's kind of going on. Here's another picture that they had of the seawall breaking. So there is a lot of damage down there. Normally I go to the rally. We don't really go down to the beach and hang out. But I mean, you might be bringing people with you that aren't really into the bike or thing, and they want to spend time on the beach. So that might be a little bit of issues that you have. What?
Rapping said Crappleberry
Yeah.
Campground.
And
They're supposed to be all pumped out.
and they're
ready to
telling
go.
everybody they'll be open. So we'll wait till the first person shows up and goes back into the back and tell me if it's dry or if it's a.
First person there has to go take a picture and show us.
Yeah.
Rapping says Daytona Shores took a beating. Yeah. So I guess that's where all those hotels and stuff are at right now that are not opened. So depending on where you normally stay. It's going to be it's going to be muddy, no doubt, Rapping says. Hopefully it won't be. So because of the people that are going to go and be down there. So, but did you notice when Marcus kept talking last night on Camp Easy Ride, he kept saying Cabbage Patch.
Yeah,
Cabbage Patch.
he's at the Cabbage Patch. I don't know. I'm not saying anything, but he moved over there. He had a little bit of issues. One of the other ones we found out is the hotel that's called A1A Super Inn. If you've got reservations there, you're good to go. So you can check in there. If you're still looking for a place, you might check them and see if they're available.
He's trying to find out more information
Yeah.
there. No doubt. Yeah, it's going to be muddy. Muddy, muddy. And they say the humidity's been really low on the East Coast, all up and down. Even in Myrtle Beach, they were saying the humidity's really low. So, I mean, that could mean it could dry out sooner. But
So
not
they're
until you get
saying
there.
that the Boardwalk Inn and Suites in Daytona, they're not able to answer their phones or their email. They're a typical one that's down, but they're saying that this guy went by there. Actually, it's a girl, I guess. She went by there and said there is people walking in and out of the hotel. Hopefully, it's not repairmen. That'd be great. Especially if anybody that lives down there. If I know it's a lot of trouble to do is to go down and check with a lot of the hotels down there and go on some of these websites or even contact us and
Yeah.
we'll put a video out like this and say, hey, before you get there, here's what's going on. We know the Hard Rock is open. They're also
That's where one of our
yeah.
subscribers
So the
is
Hard
staying.
Rock and also the Hampton Inn. I guess at the moment they're not open, but they will be open before people start arriving. So if you've got reservations there, you should be pretty well set. I guess the Coral Sands in Ormond Beach, they're going to be open by this Saturday. So they'll be taking
And
people
they said
in.
pretty much back to normal by rally time.
I know over there at Destination Daytona, her place is probably available if anybody's still looking for something that can't find anything. So that's kind of some of the rundown that we have. But definitely with campgrounds, you definitely want to make sure if you're bringing
You're
your
welcome,
RV
John.
down, they've already said that Cabbage Patch is supposed to be open, so we'll take it for that. And Crackleberry's supposed to be open, so we'll take it at that. But other than that, the Raceway, I guess they'll probably have camping inside. The Speedway, I guess it's okay. Somebody else came on and said that the Speedway was okay. So around that, you might be okay. But some of these campgrounds just may not have the staff to where if they dig it, that's what worries me about Crazy Horse, because right across the street is that really nice campground there. It's got, I don't know, 50 or 60 spots there. I think it's that big.
Which one?
And the one that's right across from Crazy Horse. And I
Oh.
couldn't find it on the internet. And
I think it's called, isn't it RV Racetrack or something?
I don't know.
Because, yeah, I think that was what the name of the website
So
is.
if Crazy Horse can't get his put back together, I'm not sure if that one's back in business.
Yeah. Well, I think they might have had actual concrete pads where the Crazy Horse is mostly boondocking. Yeah.
Well, they do have that. In a little bit
They
of a
do have
campground.
a several. I
But he acted like
think it's
everything
only
was
like
closed.
10. He did. He said that he would not be open for camping. So,
One of the other things that we heard is if you have any timeshares down there, I heard a couple of those are closed. They're not going to open them up. Usually what's bad about a timeshare is, one, you're going and you're not paying nothing because you're exchanging probably to get into it. But they got to get everything approved by the board and all that before they can get repairs. And one of them, I don't know which one it was, that they said that they're not going to be open.
Hey,
It's going
Tyler.
to take about a month or so before they can get back and
Steffi's on.
fixed up. So that's another one, just to let you know. Well, that's what we're really emphasizing more than anything else. If you're going down there, don't go down there without having some place to stay, because you may not find anything. We don't know what it is, and you don't know how many people are going to come at the last minute and say, hey, I'm coming no matter what. A lot of people we're hearing have canceled, so there is rooms available. So make sure if you're staying in a motel, start calling around now. Find that place that's going to book you a room. Make sure they're open. That's what you want to ask. We've run into this before. Is it in Deadwood? that they had a hotel open and they were only renting one room at a time until they got them fixed or
Yeah,
something. They were
yeah.
remodeling the hotel or something, and all these people, so they canceled everybody that was there in the hotel. I don't know if it was in Deadwood. I don't remember where it was. One of the rallies we were at, and they were only open in one room at a time. So there was no way you would. So everybody got their money back, and they said call before you show up, and we'll tell you if we have a
So
room
it's on
available.
a first come, first served
Yeah.
basis.
So that kind of sucks. I wouldn't want to go unless I live across. You know, if I live in Orlando and I'm going over there to see if I can find a room, it's not a big deal. But if you're coming from, you know, Georgia or Alabama or Mississippi or clear across the state, and you don't really have a place to stay yet, you might run into problems when you get there. But
So Lone Wolf on Wheels said they just came through here, through Parker, Arizona, on his way to Tucson. So did you go through Bullhead City? Because if you did, you came right by us. And Timmy G Trucking says, staffing made you. So I don't know what that is. Staffing, Steffi. Oh. Yeah, no, that is not us. So Jason says, howdy Tam, Pating, how are you? Taylor says he has an RV coach to travel in. So can you boondock in it? Because I don't know where you would go unless you have a spot already. Because there's not a whole lot of campgrounds down there in Daytona.
now that's the only thing that sucks. That's why I said really only when it comes to it, Sturgis is really the only facility that actually has all these campgrounds. Most of them they only open up. 90% of them probably
the
only
rally.
open up for the rally, but that's what makes it so nice there. To when you go to a lot of these other rallies, they're already like you go to Galveston, it's already campgrounds that have people already in it. They're not there for the rally.
Vacation, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really hard to get into some
And
of
in
those
Florida,
locations.
there are campgrounds too. But like I said, a lot of them are already full of just tourists
Yep.
already.
Well, that and your snowbirds. It's like here. They just told us we went out to eat,
Perkins?
and they told us snowbirds. I said,
Perkins.
"Wow, you're really busy here for Thursday." They said snowbirds. They're already here.
They're coming.
They're flying
they're
in.
Trickling
They're-
in.
Remember, they're 1 year older this year.
Yep.
Driving that big motorhome, that 45-foot motorhome with a cargo trailer in the back.
And pulling a car behind that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Crackleberry only has dry camping left, Rat Fink says. And Taylor says he has solar panels set up on the roof. There you go. Yep. Now you got to find a place to park it. Because like I said, you could go out to
Destination Daytona.
Crazy Horse. They usually have dry camping, but
Destination Daytona.
they're not open right now. So Tim Gunther said, I figured out you all will be at Bikes, Booze, and Barbecue. I figured you all would be at... No, he wanted to go. That's one of his favorite rallies. But we're spending this fall working on the garage
Well, we got a
and
lot
getting
of
it all
junk
ready.
that we didn't plan on. Next week, we've got to go and spend time with one of the daughters. They're going to watch the boys play football for 3 nights, so we got to do that. Then we got to come back. We'll be here for a week. And then we've got a special thing we're doing. We're flying out, and you guys are going to be part of that. And then we'll come back, and then we'll be here for a little while. She's going to go back to California for a week or so, and I'll be working by myself if I don't kill myself. And
You probably will. Because I don't let him go over there by himself.
so
I
yeah.
want to make sure he comes back in one piece. He already comes back hobbling. So, a generator too for backup power. There you go. Do you have a place to park it when you go down there? Where did he say he was going? RV coach to travel in. So did you say, are you going to Daytona? Or Panama City? Or, I don't know where all you're going.
So, Destination Daytona over there at the Harley dealership, they officially, some of the vendors are going to be open on Wednesday, but they don't really kick off till Thursday. They have it's their 30th Biketoberfest. They'll have demo rides over there. You got a pin stop. They're going to have live music at the Saints and Sinners pub. Just some local bands, Shameful, Gunshy, Razorbacks, Off the Chain. Let me just kind of look through here and see if they've got anything particular. I don't see there's no big headliners or nothing going on there.
Jackal's not even going to be there?
Not showing anything. Here's Bruce Rossmeyer's. Let's see what they've got down, just their hours and stuff. They're going to be open from 8 to 8, Wednesday through Saturday, Sundays 9 to 6. Demo truck will be there the 13th through the 15th. So if you want to go out and check out any of those new bikes or ride them around. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see if they got any big bands. Nope. They don't have any
Timmy
big...
G Trucking, you probably know that too. You're probably on the road a lot too.
So let's see what Iron Horse in Daytona. So let's see if the Iron Horse, if they've got anything up on their website yet for
Biketoberfest 2022, 30th annual.
View the band schedule. That's what we want to see. Wednesday, they got LA, whoever the hell that is. They're playing from 1 to 3:30. Danny Charles, Miss Internet, Bobby Friss, GB Walker, Wayne Jennings.
Wade Jennings.
He's been there a lot.
Waylon Jennings' grandson, I believe.
And then they're going to have Cowboy there. This is on Thursday. So Cowboy, he does a really good job of Bob Seger, of Kid Rock. We just found out Kid Rock is here tomorrow night, Saturday night.
We didn't know anything about. Usually they've got billboards up. They didn't have anything up on him.
Actually, they're doing.
Music is subpar.
Wayne Jennings and Cowboy are going to be back on Friday too, and then they've got Colt Ford, and then from 8 to 10, and then they've got Highway to Hell. They're pretty good. The AC/DC tribute band.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got for Saturday. Tim Duggar. I don't know who that is. And Low Cash, that must be their headliner. I don't know who Low Cash is. If you know, let me know.
Highway to Hell.
Yeah. And Sunday, they got Wayne Jennings again from 4 to 5:30. So, I don't know if there's any other bands, any other places downtown that actually have...
that Boot Hill does, and so does the one that the girl owns, Main Street Station.
Main Street Station in Daytona.
But they usually just have local bands, too. I don't think they have any big headliners.
Let's see what you got. So, overall, there's going to be things to do, but it just might not be as crazy as...
Yeah, figure that one out.
Isn't that a nice calendar they put out? Well, I guess they're...
Like this big.
Well, I guess they're open all the time. Well, that
Yeah.
didn't get any bigger. That
No.
didn't do me any good. And their website kind of sucks. Live music venue, life is better in
Hey,
a garage.
Jeffrey Pope, how you doing?
All right. So Main
Haven't
Street.
heard from you in a while.
Who did you? Oh, you said Boot
Jeffrey
Hill.
Pope.
Boot Hill in Daytona. See what Boot Hill's got going on. Coming up kind of slow. So,
We're here
looks
in
like
our
the
backyard.
Iron Horse looks like a good place to go. And just to let you know that Broken Spoke does not open during
Biketoberfest.
That's right. So don't be
So if
looking
you go
for
by
that.
and think, oh, they didn't open, well, they never opened for Biketoberfest. They're only there for the spring rally.
They're selling a bunch of T-shirts on their website. Let's see events.
6 says, Beaver Bar is my favorite place to hang out. Oh, Beaver Bar. Do they have any bands? They usually have bands, too. Beaver Bar will be open.
Yeah. Well, right now, Boot Hill may not be open. They're showing no events for,
October?
yeah. So on their front page, all they're doing is selling T-shirts. So there's a good chance Boot Hill may not be open. Yep. Unless they just don't update their website. Who'd you say? Oh, Beaver Bar.
Yeah.
Beaver Bar in Daytona.
That's where 6 says she likes to go. 6. Rapping says that's a cool place. Jeffrey Pope says, been busy. Hope y'all are doing well. We are. We're home, believe it or not. We've been gone for 6 months. Well, we've been home for a little bit, but we're here and gone and here and gone and here and gone. It doesn't...
Beaver Bar, Beaver Bar. Just showing
87
her
Rushers
food.
on. How you doing? They'll have their breakfast on Sunday, I'm sure.
Well, they ain't got much updated on their stuff either. Hopefully she'll be open. She hasn't posted anything on her, even on her Facebook page since,
September 12th?
well, yeah. Call her up.
I don't know.
Got her phone number.
I know. I tried, but she never answered, and they never called me back either.
Here, this is probably her phone number here. If it's not her, just ask the bar. It says it's the bar's number.
I don't think they ever answered. You're supposed to leave a message, so you can talk now.
So we just want to give you some big updates of what's going on. We found a Crazy Horse
Hi,
Campground,
is
which is
Beaver
one of
Bar
the
down there in
big
Daytona Beach or Ormond
places that
I guess you guys are going to be open. for
let a lot of
business
people
for
boondock
Biketoberfest?
there, dry camping, no
All right.
reservations
And you guys
needed,
got some
anything
bands
else.
and stuff planned?
So
I
we
just didn't
wanted
see anything
to
on your
let you know
website.
that they are not opening. They
Okay.
have anywhere from 300 to 500 RVs parked in there during the spring rally. We were there last year, checked it out. But I don't know how they do in the fall, but they're going to be closed. They're the ones right next to
Okay, well,
the
tell Leslie
flea
that
market,
Bob
swap
and Pam say
market
bye.
there right off of Speedway Drive and the road that goes down
All right, thank
to
you. Bye-bye.
Cackleberry and down to
Beaver
Cabbage
Bar
Patch.
is up and running, and they are going to have some bands. They don't know who yet, they said.
They're picking and grinning looking for them. So Beaver Bar's open and running, so there's another bar you can go hang out at.
And Leslie will be there tonight. She's on her way from South Carolina.
Yep. And hopefully their bar didn't do any bad damage down
Yeah,
there
hope not.
in Myrtle Beach. That's when their Myrtle Beach bar stays open year round.
Yep.
It's like the Iron Horse there in Daytona. It's open year round. They only open the front the rest of the time. Only during
Can't get in
bike
the
weeks
back.
they open the back, or special
I
events.
parked down the street from the Beaver Bar at the old man's house. Cool guy. Just some
Yeah.
old man's house, huh, Rat Pink?
So, and, you know,
uh,
it's probably going to be an all right rally,
Tyler
and
says,
hopefully,
dang, he likes the crazy horse. I guess that's where he was planning on staying. Yeah, sorry.
we just want to let
Good
everybody
luck in the
know
videos.
because
Get
you know,
this
like I
off.
say, that's the only
Thanks,
nice thing
Pepper
about
Poke.
that campground. You never had to have a reservation. You could just pull in as long as you had your generator, your solar panels, or whatever you had. Bring your water. They had a dump station there. They had water you could
They had
refill
water,
up.
yeah.
And it was a pretty good deal. We actually, I think we booked a couple hundred spots for him last year after we did the video there
And
because
they,
people didn't know that you don't need reservation. And he's got acres of ground there. He just
That's why I
pushes the
said,
cow back.
how many people can you take? He says, you know what? All that land over there is ours. He says, if we get more people, we'll just push the cows over to the next field and we'll just keep opening
Yeah.
up more spots.
Yeah, so that's always a place to check out. And they had showers and stuff there. I don't know how it gets really, really crowded. I mean, if you got water and you're only there for 4 days, there's no
Yeah.
reason why you shouldn't, unless you got a little bitty trailer, or that you shouldn't be able to get away with taking showers and
Pop
stuff
up
in
that
your
doesn't have a bathroom
Yeah.
in it.
or a tent. And let's see what the weather is down there in Daytona. What are they predicting for next week? Daytona beach weather. So let's see what it's looking like.
It's
We
the
need
10-day forecast.
10 days. So let's go take a look and see what the heck is going on in Daytona. Right now it's 61. It says it's nighttime there. It ain't nighttime there. It's 5:20. That's not
Yeah.
nighttime.
Well, no, it's, 2, yeah, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
All right, so we're looking here. Looks like if they're in the 80s. They're going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday this week. They are predicting there's a good chance of rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Welcome to Florida. So yeah, there's a good chance they're looking right now Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Actually, the whole darn week till Friday. It looks like it's in the 50% chance. So 50% chance it may not rain. So there you
There you
go.
go. Gotta stay
But,
positive. So Rat Pink said a little rain.
Yeah, it's-
Michael Campbell said Streamline is a block away, a block and a half from Main Street. That's where he's staying. He thinks they have a few rooms left, and he said don't block it directly through them. Go to a third party like Expedia or Travasity or Travoki, whatever that other one is. He said Expedia. So that's Michael Campbell.
Right, Fing says it rains. Does it still rain? Like I said, that's a stupid question to ask. It rains every day in Florida anyway.
Usually.
I think we've been to Florida almost every month of the year, and I don't think there's ever been a time that we've been there that hasn't had some sort of rain.
Wow.
It used to be the 4 o'clock rain.
That's a nice one.
Right.
Tyler says his has a bath and a half, and it's a Tiffin Coach.
There you go. He's got
Those
a nice
are
rig.
big ones, yeah.
And
We've been in a couple of those. Just walked through them
yeah,
to say this is nice, and walked right out.
there was
This
ones
is
that we
too-
went to in the Tampa RV show that actually, when you looked at the RV, your motorhome, you said, "Oh well, how much is this?" And they said, "There's no price." And we're like, "What do you mean there's no price?" He says, we custom build every single one of them to whatever people want." Right there told me it's out of my price range.
Well, we do that anywhere we go. If we go somewhere and we can't find a price on something, we know it's out of our price range. If it doesn't have a price on it,
Well, I don't like that because people do that a lot because they look at you and say, "Okay, for this guy, we'll get $100 out of him." Then you get somebody comes in, doesn't look like they have a lot of money. "Oh, $50 we'll get this guy for." So you never know if you're getting screwed or not. So
if you don't have a price tag on it, we ain't buying it.
that's right. So we're in our backyard. This is our hot tub that's empty. It won't get filled up because we're gone all the time. I don't want to pay while it's not here.
Yep.
So this is our backyard of our house. So there's my shed back here, and that's the hot tub back here. And this is our table. We're never really out here. We got a patio over here. Got the kids' four-wheelers over here, their ATVs that are going to go out in the garage when that gets all done. And have a little more patio. We never really sit on the patio. I spent a lot of money, got a TV out here and fans, and I think we sat out here twice in 7 years of being here.
Well, we're never home. That's the main reason. Rat Bing says Mudfest 2022 Crackleberry Campground. All 4x4s allowed.
Is he staying in?
I don't know. Is that where you're
Are
staying?
you bringing
Rat
your
Bing?
trailer up?
Tyler says the one he looked at was over $1 million. Wow. That's not what you paid for the one you got, though? Six says she wants an ATC so she can bring all our bikes. There you go.
Yep.
That's what we
You
got.
get the big, the
Fifth
fifth
wheel.
wheel, that 40-footer.
Because those even have tip outs. Because when they first started building the ATCs, none of them had tip outs. So, New England Bikers on. He says, "Nice home, thank you." This is the backyard. Rat Ping said, "Did you see where the water was on the ground? It was all where the big tents go."
Yep.
I don't know.
I guess
He says yes, he'll be there ripping it up in his golf cart.
better get some four-wheel.
Get-
Better bring that
get them
four-wheel
big
drive custom
tires.
model you made. Yeah, out there. Because it's it'll be interesting, and we'll see how it gets out there, especially if we're going to get some more rain. You know, if it ends up raining even a little bit every day, then it's never going to let the ground dry up. So that'll be a whole nother story out there.
I was praying for dry weather. That way it would hopefully be
Yeah. So
get you
we'll
guys
see
at
what
least through it, even if it was
yeah,
mushy.
We'll see what happens.
Jimmy
and
Hartwell's on. Hey there, Jimmy.
I don't know when Cackleberry opens. Do they open this weekend already on Saturday? That people can come in pre-Toberfest? And
Riffing says his cart will shoot a mean rooster tail.
there you go. Don't get behind him. You'll see him flying through the mud pit.
That's a big thing here lately. I don't know. When we've been traveling around, those big giant metal roosters and chickens, most of them are roosters, I guess, aren't they? He calls them something else, but we won't go there because they might ding us for that word.
All right. Anybody else on? Want to ask you a question?
46 people on.
It's not bad for the middle of the day. You
Nope.
guys like the middle of the day better than you do
I think
nighttime.
so. Because they're all getting ready for bed. Getting them kids ready or whoever. I don't know. So nope, no more questions. That's all that's on. They're all saying, thanks for the info, guys.
Yep, and that's all I say. Just if you're going, make sure your reservations, make sure you've talked to a body, make sure you know everything's going on. Because it would be nothing worse than traveling even just all day to get there and find out there's nothing available for you, or the hotel you had is closed. And go on to this Biketoberfest 2022 that I just showed a few minutes ago, and there's a few people there that are actually going out and checking some of the
If
hotels
you have a
and
place
stuff.
and you can't get a hold of them, this one girl says, let me know and I'll go by and check for you. So if you get on that Facebook website or Facebook page and ask that girl, it was Ashley something, I
Yeah.
think.
Maybe she'll go by.
She'll go by and check for you. So if you can't get a hold of them through, because a lot of people are saying they're calling and emailing and can't get through. So
So I don't know where the phone lines and the internet lines were at. Maybe they were out there on the beach, and they got all washed out to the ocean.
Osh.
Washed out there. They don't want to hear washed.
I know.
They want
We
to hear
say
washed. down south
6
now.
says, you're all the best. Appreciate all the work you do. Yeah, we're bringing you all this Daytona information, and we're right here in Arizona.
That's right. And I get a chance, I'll even put a video up next week of Oktoberfest. Would it be from last year?
Yep, there
Who
you
will
go.
know? It all looks the same. Every year it all looks the same.
Well, it won't be as much damage or
Well, that
waterlogged.
depends on where you're at. If you're down on Main Street, it's going to look exactly the same as it
Probably.
did for Bike Week. And
We should have asked Vanessa if
oh, did she
that
go live?
place-
She said she was going to go live today.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I didn't get nothing from
She
her.
said that, we had heard that Daytona, the city of Daytona, bought that one big building. They were going to put a restaurant in there. So I was wondering if, when they were putting the tents up, if that's where they were putting them up at that place, if they were renting it out or. Retfing says, did you see that Taz in rubber boots says that Crappleberry is ready? Taz in rubber boots? I don't know.
Well, a lot of people say it's ready, and that's fine. I'm not saying that it's not. And all I say is, it's for the water that they had there.
Good, Daryl S. Daryl S. says he checked today and his hotel's good to go, so that's good. Good to check before you go.
That's right.
Tyler says he's got a Can-Am Outlander with a 900 engine out of a Can-Am Maverick ×3 DS Turbo. There you go.
Let's see if Vanessa
It's
came
there
on.
on Facebook. Place. Place or pace? Pace. I don't know. You write like I read. Rep Pink.
That was back
He
in
is standing
October.
in Cackleberry with his rubber boots on. That means it's wet. Oh, Taz is the MC out there.
Oh yeah.
That's who it is, in rubber boots, saying that Crackleberry is ready, and he's out there in rubber boots.
There you go. Just bring your rubber boots with you.
That's right. Yep, now I know who Taz
I guess
is.
she was down there during the hurricane.
Wow, yep,
She didn't post nothing today yet.
yep. She said she was going to do a live today.
Maybe she got busy.
Yeah, she was hustling yesterday when I talked to her. She was talking to me and telling people what to do, and then talking to me, and I got to go. Bye. It's like, okay, you go.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave it that way. leave you at that. And if we hear any more news, we'll let you know.
Oh, you guys
Still
can
got a few
post-
more days, unless you're going down this weekend. I know there's already seen a few people on the internet saying they're heading down there for this Saturday already. So a lot of people do that. A lot of people like to do the pre-stuff and get down there because, like I said, you can go down there like on this weekend and you can do pretty much the same thing you're going to do everything else. Pretty much everything's going to be open. You know, the vendors aren't probably going to be open yet. Most of them will probably be there more like Monday, somewhere around Monday to Wednesday. Most of them are probably going to all be open. And so you could, maybe you don't want to see any vendors. Maybe you're just going down there to say, hey, I was in Daytona during Biketoberfest.
Rat Pink says, oh boy, party time. New England Biker says, just wanted to say your updates are appreciated. Rat Pink says, thanks for everything. Ray's Moto Life says, all I can say is if you're going to go, just make the best of it when you get there. If there's water, it'll be like Biker Woodstock. There you go. And
bring those rubber boots per Cackleberry.
Yeah. And Steffi says, the forecast for rain here the whole time. It's going to suck. Cancel if you can. You know, that's what, just like the other guy said. He says, go and make the best of it if you're going to go. That's what you can do. It's all up to you. You make it what it is. You can... What did
well, if you go to Florida, you should, like we do.
Happy in the same pants you got sat in.
You should definitely bring your rain gear, unless you like to get wet. But I mean, if you don't like to get wet, we don't like to get wet and be somewhere. If we're going back, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Which we got soaked last time in Daytona. We were heading back. We were like 2 miles from it, and
Not even that.
She was playing wet T-shirt. She was showing it all.
So I mean, we were right there. It was like all we had to do was go down the street a couple blocks, turn, and we would have going to been there. Downpoured.
It poured so hard I had to pull over because I couldn't see.
Yeah. We were wet, that's for sure. Wet T-shirt anyone, that's right.
Yeah.
Alex Biker. And Tyler says it's going to be a mud bog. Ray's Moto Life says 13th is Choppers at Tattoo Willie's. 14th is Racing on the Speedway. There you go.
So I seen Willie's still having his tropical show.
Gotta go to
his
that.
Tattoo, or his biker show. And he always has a great show. In the fall, it's not as good as the spring because there's a lot more bikes, and it might be a lot less this year too because it's just you probably get a lot of Florida people probably going to come to this.
And they've got some pretty cool bikes down there.
Because if I was over anywhere that I've had to deal with all this month, then yeah, it'd be nice to get up to Daytona and just kind of forget about what's happened to Florida. And so I could see that a lot of Floridians will be up in Daytona. Having a good time and stuff, and Georgia and stuff. You're probably gonna get all your people. What they always call it, the 500-mile club. Everybody within a 500-mile circle will pretty much probably come to Daytona sometime in the next week, and which I would if I was within driving distance, we'd be there. But to go 2,400 miles to get there, not for us. But maybe for you guys it is, and even if you drove 500 miles and you couldn't find a place to stay, you could always sleep under an overpass or something until tomorrow and
find someplace, I guess. I don't know. Go up to St. Augustine's.
Go down to St. Augustine's.
No, it's up. It's north.
Oh, it's north.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you see what's going on, and I think it'll be a pretty good. But I just think it'd be a smaller crowd this year than what maybe was last couple.
Even
of
though
years.
it's the 30th, that's a big one.
And they don't really. That's what's kind of sad about a lot of these rallies. They don't really, because it's so, not that it's unorganized, but it's everybody does their own thing. Just like Cackleberry, they're doing their own thing. Cabbage Patch, Destination Daytona. All these
Iron
people
Horse.
got their own things they do, and nobody talks to each other.
Well, even at Hard Rock, all the stuff they do there, and we never knew any of that.
Yeah.
Not until somebody told us that there was something going on there, and we went and talked to them, and they had all these events planned.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm riding to Tennessee, and we'll be on my, be on my YouTube channel, Ray's Moto Life. There you go. And Tyler said, yep, make the best. Peanut and George's. Yep, that's one of our favorite hangouts.
Yep, that's a good place. And they always have stuff going on there. They got their live pod. They probably, if you guys have been listening to, I think they come on Saturday night.
Yeah.
They do their live pod.
Live on Main Street,
and,
I think it's called.
He'd probably tell you a little bit of what's going on down there. Should have called that guy.
Yep, should have.
He probably don't. What the heck's going on? But like I
think
say,
it's
Main
fine.
Street will be all up and going, and as many hotels as possible is probably going to be open because they probably want to get
Yes, for
back
sure.
in business. They want to get back to making money and
Yep.
all that kind of good stuff and take advantage of us poor bikers that are coming down there and charge us twice as much for everything, just like they do everywhere else. Everybody complains about Sturgis, but it's the same wherever you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a big tourist trap.
It is.
So with that, anything else?
No. Oh, Red Pink's Krabby's for sure. So I don't know. We were going to call them too and see if they were going to be open. I probably not going to be able to sit on the patio, but hopefully the restaurant didn't have any damage. So Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. Brought you a few more pieces of information that we got overnight and this morning. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
There you go. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Wave.
Are you sure you want to stop? Yeah, we want to stop because we're leaving. Thumbs up.